What a rat race. You have no idea how difficult it is to work like this every day.
Hi, John.
Welcome to Magia.
Sir? Parada, let's stay quiet.
How are you?
Cannot come soon enough.
Diarrhea burger.
Smells like police.
Diarrhea burger. Assassin's Creed 2X.
That's it! Kopek! I used to love going in there. So much magic. Shame it's closed now.
That place that we burned to the ground here.
I hope not new.
Sir, there's a death I don't know.
Santo has been a sure bet for a long time, and well able.
Wonderful.
Fine, I'll get the organic stuff.
I hate that these terrorists are winning. My friend is terrified
Jonathan
to ride
Jones
the metro
started
after what
streaming
happened at
3
the
minutes
Rosita.
ago.
Here we go.
The most ignorant. You can't be serious. Just hold out. You can do this.
Power to the people.
Only 1 out of 45 subscribers is watching.
Adam, what's going on? I didn't expect to hear from you.
I didn't expect my doctor to find dormant augs hidden in my system.
What?
Dormant experimental augs. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Adam, you know the decisions I made for you 2 years ago.
Yes or no?
No! All the work we did on you was above board. You have my word on that. What exactly did you find?
Experimental test augs spliced into my system. Kohler said something about a neodymium shell. Who would have designed something like that?
God, you've got a Titan aug? It's impossible. It was just a concept.
You just said this wasn't you.
It wasn't. The DoD showed me schematics 3 years ago and asked me if I thought it could work. It was designed by somebody else, Vadim Orlov. Megan and I interviewed him once, but he wouldn't have fit in.
Orlov? Sounds Russian.
That's okay
Who
though,
is he?
they're
Why wouldn't
missing
he
out.
fit in?
He was supposed to be a boy wonder, a neuroscience prodigy. Got his master's degree in Moscow, post-grad in the US. His grades were off the chart, but his theories were sketchy at times. Megan said his ethics were questionable.
Megan? Megan Reed said that? The woman who gave you my DNA to experiment with?
We didn't hire him, Adam. 2 minutes into the interview, and I could tell Orlov didn't like his ideas being challenged by anyone. Least of all, a strong woman like your ex.
These schematics you saw. Don't suppose you kept a copy?
They were classified. I never had a copy. The only reason I even saw them was because the Defense Department valued my opinion. Seraph Industries did good work back in the day. When we signed a schematic, you knew it was solid.
I've got to find this guy.
Adam, let me track him down for you. I'm leaving for London soon, but I can make phone calls, reach out to people. Seraph Industries may be gone, but my name still carries weight in certain circles.
Do it. Contact me by infolink when you have something.
I won't let you down on this. I never felt right about losing touch with you after Panchaea. When I heard you'd shown up in Detroit alive a year after everyone thought you were dead, why didn't you get in touch with us?
I couldn't. Rescue crews pulled me out of the ocean and dumped me in a clinic in Alaska. Nobody knew who I was. For a long time, neither did I.
My God, son, you don't think... I mean, that could have been when...
Find Orlov, Seraph. I've got questions I need answered.
I will, I promise. I'll call you.
you, friend. In face of persecution and hatred,
Ours is the man. He'll set you up.
my almighty God. No longer. I have searched for salvation. I found the answer. Wisdom lies in the sheepdog, friend. Join us. Come, Gilbert. Do not hesitate.
Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
Sheepdog, weakest wolf.
I'm bored.
Do you despair for your future? Do you search for something? Something but never seem to find satisfaction? We have the answer. The Church of the Machine God does not claim to have all the answers, brothers and sisters. Only all the answers. I was lost like you, friend. In face of persecution and hatred, I broke. Hated myself, my almighty God. No longer. In our bodies.
How much do you want to spend this time, eh? Yes, good choice.
I'm good for now.
I still have more.
Hated myself and my almighty God. You will find the heart of the machine. You will find belonging in the oneness of singularity. Beginning of a new age.
Whatever you
Like
need.
always, change is birth in fire and blood and pain.
Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
In our bodies, our almighty God lies our salvation. We carry the seeds of divinity. In us, the future of the neo-human race. The Church of the Machine God does not claim to have all the answers. Brothers and sisters, only all the answers you need.
Что?
I was lost like you, friend. In the face of persecution and hatred, I broke.
Are you sure?
I hated myself.
I do
and
not
my
think that
almighty
sounds
God.
right.
But no longer. We have suffered
I
long
never
enough.
should have signed a 3-year lease on my apartment.
Do you despair for your future?
Don't do anything suspicious.
Santo and augmented people just like you are creating the future together. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Felice Allman, and I represent the Santo Group. We're looking for able-bodied augmented persons like you to help us create the future.
Don't take this the wrong way, but this might be the wrong town to hawk a dream of the future in.
Don't you think it's exactly the right one? Prague, a city with no respect for the choices its citizens made to become augmented. The choice you made.
And you're going to tell me Santos found a city that does respect us?
We're making it. You can't deny the world has to change. For the better this time. Augmentations helped us take great steps before. And we can do it again. In Rabia, a concept city, 3D printed, beyond state-of-the-art, a symbol of evolution.
In the deserts of Oman. I've seen the news stories. But Santo's not a charity, and I don't think your stakeholders are philanthropists.
That's why they've asked people like me to spread the word, to make an offer. Incentive-driven employment for any augmented person. You'll get a sponsored work permit for the duration of the city's construction.
And after that?
A guaranteed place in the residency lottery.
I appreciate that you believe in what you're selling, this new future. But the future the Augmented want is the same as anyone else.
And the world won't allow it! I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to. Santo is the only corporation in the world to increase its augmented workforce in the past 2 years. Did you know that?
That must be convenient for a construction business.
It's the opposite. Our CEO's life has been threatened for supporting the legitimacy of augmented people. But he, Mr. Brown, understands that the augmented saw the future early and rushed to meet it.
So this incentive program, positioning Rabia for the Augs, it's all on Nathaniel Brown?
Everything. The industrial printing of the city, the archaeological design, the recruiting drive, even the street teams. Mr. Brown met us personally to sign off on us. Would you believe it?
Yeah, I think I would. Archaeological?
Architectural ecology. Rabia is zero footprint, fully self-sufficient. It is not just his solution for the augmented. It is his solution for cities. It is visionary. There is no other word for it.
Right. Unfortunately, most of the visionaries I've met were so busy chasing their grand plan, they lost sight of the little people. What guarantee do I have that life in Rabia is different than the segregation here? Or is that a lottery too?
Santo is the guarantee. We keep the rights to the city in perpetuity, never handing it off to people who want the augmented out of sight and out of mind.
But that's still exactly what you're doing. A city in a bubble, born from fear between augmented and non-augmented.
There have always been divisions in society. There always will be. That's why there are walls. Someone has to build the walls, and that's Santo.
I thought the Udalet complex was Santo's future for the augmented. From what I've heard, it didn't go to plan.
Not to our plan. Utalek was supposed to be a low-cost, high-volume housing solution for transient workers. It was never meant to become what it has.
And why didn't Brown step in? Doesn't look good to have your name associated with an all-ghetto.
It's out of our hands. Since the incident, it's been run by the Czech state and their police. That will never happen with Rabia.
You've given me a lot to chew on. I can't sign up with you on the spot.
Just consider it. What I've told you. I'm not trying to sell you the e-brochure of Rabia. You've seen it all anyway. They're just pictures and holograms. I want you to believe in the place.
Hlášení o pohřešovaných osobách. Po útoku na Ružičkově nádraží se stále pohřešuje.
Can you spare anything? I just need a lift.
Najdete na webu státní policie.
I was lucky to get through the check. The papers I'm carrying are forgeries. Things are so bad in Prague that even good people are breaking the law because they don't have a choice.
I need help! Get me out of here! Anybody, help!
Pokud zaznamenáte podezřelou aktivitu, obraťte se na státní policii. Je to vaše občanská povinnost.
Smells like police.
I hate watching the news. Wars, famines, murders, diseases. Is it my imagination or did everything go to hell after that?
Hold it, Clank. Let me see your permit. And be quick about it.
I'm sure you'll find everything in order, officer.
What's the matter, eh? I'm holding you up from some important, This is a BH-847.
Is that what it is? Sounds impressive.
Are you going to be a problem? Eyes to yourself. You are cleared through this checkpoint. Go about your business.
This is interesting.
Goodbye.
That's what I hear, but I've also heard of all the powerful clients.
Ah, clever.
So you will?
If that's what you want, dear brother, then of course.
Kontrola papíru, August.
Tady, nemám na to celý den.
Tak my spěcháme, jo? Tak já to nahlásím.
Cože, teď je všechno v pořádku.
Okamžik, pane.
Ježiš, no to snad ne.
Centrálo, purpurový kód.
Už jste skončil?
Jo,
No tak.
2 mlíčka, 1 cukr. Díky. Takže tady. Ani to nebolelo, že, pane?
Můžu už jít? Já bych teda už jako...
Ale jasně, a přeju hezký den.
Hajzl leze do řití a dostane povýšení.
Give them back, or I'll tell the cops to come.
I should have stayed in bed.
Take my advice. If you were thinking about shipping something with these people, don't.
That's quite a look. I have to help this customer. If you have other things to do, maybe you could come back later?
Alex, this whisper chip you gave me, it's an easy plant?
You're heading into TF-29? Already?
Our enemies aren't waiting around while we lick our wounds.
Fair enough. There'll be a data port on the NSN's motherboard. Access it and then just plug and play. Or plug and record in this case.
Got it. I'll let you know when it's done.
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't like
What's their status? Where was that chopper headed?
I have 3 airfields in Qatar that are promising, but they're privately owned, and nobody can get close enough to take a look.
I got a whole lot of nothing. Every time I send someone to follow up on a lead, it turns out the buildings are abandoned, burned out, or bombed into rubble.
Jesus Christ.
Satellite footage has identified 3 possibles, but based on what the roads look like around them, I don't think our crashers would have chosen them.
Well, they were gonna take all those weapons somewhere. I want to know where, now.
people are bored by reconnaissance footage, but I love it.
I'll nail it. I know I will.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Right now, I think my blood is about 60% caffeinated.
Patience is the first thing you learn to have. Second is a good soft chair.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
I close my eyes, but all I see is strings of code scrolling on my lids.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
I'll nail it. I know I will. Patience is the first thing you learn to have. Second is a good soft chair.
There was another attempt to breach our firewall last night.
Anomaly detected. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Right now, I think my blood is about... I'll nail it. I know I will.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Right now, I think my blood is about 60% caffeinated. Patience is the first thing you learn to have. Second is a good soft chair.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
I close my eyes, but all I see is strings of code swirling on my lids.
Sup, dog?
Right now, I think my blood is about 60% caffeinated.
Anomaly detected. Trace
Patience is the
program
first thing you learn to
initiated.
have. Second is a good soft chair.
Access denied.
I close my eyes, but all I see is strings of code swirling on my lids. Right now, I think my blood is about 60% caffeinated. Patience is the first thing you learn to have. Second is a good soft chair.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Close my eyes, but all I see is strings of code swirling on my lips.
Access denied.
I'll nail it.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a Trump McCoy as president. In Russia, backed combat drones were shipped to save leaders. And in the U.S., millions of workers lost their jobs when the collective leaked classified corporate data, causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between you and me, folks, the collective is one of our
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
I feel terrible for his wife.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies.
Agents still believe what's in the
These guys might as well be ghosts.
Everything's got pretty hairy in Dubai.
I've been trying to ID the bodies of the people who crashed the operation in Dubai.
We need to know.
Adam, how's it going? Any trouble with the plant?
Patience, Alex. Trying to find the best way to access the motherboard without blowing my cover.
Sorry, man. Message received.
Anomaly detected. Trace access denied.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
Adam, you're here. You made it in. It's good to see you're okay.
Hey, Aria, yeah, it was a close call. I got lucky. A lot of people didn't.
I was here working when the first reports came in. It was chaos. Phones ringing off the hook, people yelling, scrambling to find out what was going on. Then when Miller told me you were there,
I'm alright.
Good. You looking for him? Because he's tied up right now, a meeting with Leon, I think.
Really? He's using the NSN right now?
Yeah, I just saw him. Oh, hey, that reminds me, here's yours. Leave it? I'm really glad you're okay.
Thanks, Aria. I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Yeah, I better get back downstairs. It's gonna be a busy day. Come by later if you want to talk.
I'll be there.
I think Singh's got some kind of adrenaline addiction.
Last night, the collective published the tax returns, 50 which is being released. It makes it scary. We're advising people to stay at home, so someone needs to be the example.
But they're never going to beat the time they broadcast that sweatshop during the halftime.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
If we don't learn the way these people think, we'll never track them down.
Run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing. You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it. Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want anyone to feel sick. No, it's the right call. I'm relieved, to be honest. They're posturing.
Run DNA
as opposed
checks
to
through all the
not an
alphabet
actual investigation.
Right now, I think my blood's about
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
Police aren't above profiling.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere. These guys might as well be ghosts.
For crying out loud.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
I'd love to get a look at the bonfire myself, but no dice, not our show.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
I don't even know where to start with theorizing percentages.
How's security?
My boss hasn't checked in for days. It occurs to me that he might be buried somewhere in the rubble. I hope Vince is all right. I can't think of any reason he would have been at the train station, but you never know with him.
As opposed to conducting an actual investigation.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
What I hear, the explosives were designed to get maximum strength.
Thanks. Keep digging. They don't care about jurisdiction.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Composition could tell us a lot, but it's the trigger that really does the talking.
Access granted.
Patience is the first thing you learn to handle. Second,
Preemptive action would be great if we knew where to start.
Maybe the connection is that there is no...
Is it or is it not a probable target?
Here are our top
In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers who are exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the Collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the US, millions of workers lost their jobs when the Collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between you and me, folks, the Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever praises the underground media wants to say. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you live from Picus, area of our portable data calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed documentation. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated locations. Safety is a primary concern, especially
Sounds like no dice, not our show.
have been protesting all over the world, and many of them just turned
Half the Cybercrimes Division is combing the web for any hint of those mystery guys from Dubai. That's not really our area of expertise. Miller wants these guys back.
Agent Singh. Wasn't expecting to see you again. In civvies, at least.
Just passing through. I wanted to thank your team for the backup in Dubai. That sting went to hell faster than the storm did.
You're welcome. But I don't think you came all this way to say thanks.
Director Miller asked me to get Agent McCready up to speed. Now I have the red-eye flight back to Oman.
Headed into the field office there?
Not exactly. One of our black sites. I'll be dropped in as a captured enemy combatant. After I contact my fellow Jinn prisoners, I shall lead a very convenient escape.
Re-embedding with the Jinn. Aren't you taking a big risk, given everything that happened?
No choice. That ambush knocked everyone on their asses. TF-29, Bell Tower, the Jinn. To cover all the angles, I need to go back. Hopefully my cover is still good. You killing the signal booster at the hotel should help.
You're thinking the Jinn can get a beat on our gate crashers faster than TF-29?
Perhaps. They do not like loose ends. An augmented kill squad with military training. Have you ever seen anything like it?
Yeah, once. But it's a long story. Whoever they were, they knew exactly when the deal was going down. Any chance they were based locally, in Dubai?
No. After the incident, Dubai became the world's most luxurious tombstone. Perfect for the Jinn, but for no one else.
I thought human augmentation was frowned on in the Middle East. Why was Dubai hit so hard?
Because it was another world. Two other worlds, in fact. One of extreme augmentations in gold or crystal, and one of thousands of workers outfitted for construction. Then, that day.
I know.
No, Agent Jensen, you could not. Some called it divine punishment. But that day was not the work of a merciful God.
Did we get anything out of the cleanup operation?
Mostly corpses. Heavily augmented, as you know. Under those gold masks, they were ID scrubbed. No prints, no dentals, no DNA match. Professional.
Could still be ex-Bell Tower. Plenty of men and material went AWOL after the incident. A competing faction that listened in on Shepard's sale.
It's a possibility. The audits and investigations of Bell Tower will go on for years before we know how many rats jumped from that ship. At least we recovered the weapons. Unlisted. High spec. Military-grade augmentation. Enough to build another couple of you. That is a joke.
Right. It's the world we live in. Anyone with an exemption to the weaponized augment ban is a useful tool. Or a terrorist. I don't envy what you've got ahead of you.
Actually, I'm looking forward to it. The truth is, when you've been under for long enough, you only feel like an imposter out here. In the real world.
Yeah, I understand the feeling.
I'm scheduled to return from the dead at 0:30 Omani time.
Isn't in as much of a hurry as you are.
These guys might as well be ghosts. It is Jensen, yes?
God, my eyes want to retreat into my skull.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere. You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
Also known as the Human Restoration Act. This legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentations. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated AUG-only locations. Safety is the primary concern.
These guys might as well be
especially
ghosts.
in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentations. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all
I've run
over the
DNA
world,
checks through all the
and many of
alphabet
the
agencies.
protests have
Nothing.
turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
Reporting to you, live from Picus.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines flight
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies.
when an
Nothing.
augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to
This is so weird.
that horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people
It is Jensen.
flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
God, my eyes want to retreat into my skull.
Terrifying memories of that day still haunt them. It will certainly
These guys might as well be ghosts. Agent Jensen!
Concerns of the digital age, and we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority one. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank.
Is there something I can help you with, Agent?
I hear you're on point looking into the gold mask mercs that hit us in Dubai. Any leads yet?
Christ, I know I'm good, Jensen, but I've only been on it for 5 minutes.
A lot can happen in 5 minutes, McCready. You check with the ME yet? Get anything off the bodies we recovered?
Leftovers are on ice at the Oman substation. I've been told they were scrubbed clean as summer whites. No prints, no dental, no nothing.
So in other words, it's no steps forward and 2 steps back.
For now. That's why it's a good thing you disabled the Jinn's comms booster in Dubai. Since cover with the Jinn is still intact, I'm hoping once he's back in Basra, he can use his network to dig around. Maybe these gold masked jokers will ping locally. Probably another fucking jihad looking to make some noise.
I don't know. I'm not so sure we should be looking for these guys in the desert.
Ah, is that so? You have some new information you feel like sharing?
Come on, McCready. These guys were augmented with military-grade hardware. Body augmentation goes against Muslim beliefs. They weren't jihadists. We're dealing with something new here.
I can see where you're going with this, Jensen, and I'm asking you right now to back off it. It's not your case.
Come on, McCready, we're not a couple of beat cops filling a monthly quota here. This isn't about whose collar it is. It's about getting the people responsible. Full stop.
Look, I get what you're saying, but I'm working a $5 investigation on 50 cents worth of shit. I've got speculation to spare, mate. Listen, I know I come off strong. I've got 3 ex-wives that'll back that up. But that's just how I'm built. Putting on a show for the new guys ain't gonna change what's underneath.
I can appreciate that kind of honesty.
Good. So when I say I'm impressed with how you handled yourself in Dubai, you can appreciate that I meant it. With that sandstorm giving us colonics, stripping the juice box out the chopper was an inspired choice. But that mission is over, and your involvement in it ends now. Got it?
Yeah. But tell me, why do you think the bodies from Dubai were sent to Oman?
Fuck knows. Rumor is that Oman was pissed that we got the green light for the gig in the first place. Can't blame them, really.
You don't think it's strange we got the call over them?
I stopped questioning the logic of the big noise a long time ago. What I'm told is we were the only team ready to go.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
So then you know what I know. That everything?
How the hell did you get such a sunny disposition anyway, McCready?
Knowing about me is not going to make us friends, Jensen. But I'll humor you. Fine. I joined regular army straight out of secondary school, made UKSF at 25 and was recruited into the SRR 4 years later.
Special Reconnaissance Regiment. That's an elite unit.
Oh yeah, it's very glamorous. All champagne and blowjobs.
So what happened?
After 12 years hunting terrorist shitbirds across every desert on the face of the earth, I found there was no fucking end to the evil this world churned out. I couldn't see the point in what we were doing anymore. So I quit.
So what brought you back to the life?
I suppose it was purpose. A tool without a job to do can only grow rust. So here I am, back in it, serving my purpose. As a tool yourself, mate, you should understand that, yeah?
Yeah, I got it. It was nice talking to you, McCready.
No, it wasn't.
All of them occurring after Dr. Tallis Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, organization's needs, and merely simulation properly augmented in a world that is
Alex, the Whisper chip is in.
Weird, it's already picking up a freak. Jesus, Adam, is Miller in there right now?
Shit, gotta go.
Jensen, I need to see you, now!
Agent Jensen reporting for duty, sir. Tried to do it earlier, but you were on a conference call.
Yeah, I was. Should I be worried about you, Jensen?
Sorry.
That blow you took to your systems. It's not messing with your head or anything, making you do things?
I'm not gonna go crazy and start attacking people, if that's what you're worried about.
You've been checked out then. The problem with your orbs is gone.
I took care of it.
Good, good. God knows with all that's happened, I need you at 100% right now.
You sounded pissed when you called me in. Everything okay?
Don't ever leave the field, Jensen. You'll regret it. As soon as you strap a desk to your ass, you'll be swimming in goddamn politics.
The boss is giving you trouble.
What? Oh, that. No, the trouble's state police. They're pushing us out of the Rosika investigation. I want you over there to make sure that doesn't happen.
You're putting me on the train station attack? Not Dubai?
Forget Dubai. McCready's handling it.
With all due respect, we were blindsided in Dubai. And those mercs put up one hell of a firefight. I'd like to know who they were.
They were augmented, Jensen. Chances are this will lead right back home.
To the train station attack?
Maybe. It's possible. But we won't know for sure if we don't investigate both. Mac's a solid agent. I'm confident he'll dig up something on the gold masks. And once we get Singh reinserted with the Jinn, he might be able to use their network to find out even more, as long as his cover wasn't blown. Regardless, I want you looking into Rosika before the state police fuck up our crime scene.
Yes, sir. You said they're trying to push us out?
I sent Fletcher in this morning to oversee evidence collection. Seems he's being detained, because he hasn't checked in since.
They can't lock us out. The Czech Republic signed our UN mandate agreement. They gave us jurisdiction over terrorist investigations.
Yeah, well, the former director of their security information services runs state police now. He's come up with a loophole, claiming this attack falls under the homegrown terror exemption.
Homegrown? He's saying it's ARC? The Augmented Rights Coalition?
I don't care what he's saying. He may even be right. I just want us in there so we can find out.
So where do I start?
Technically, you're supposed to speak to our action.
need a shrink.
Convenient because she's not in the office right now, and I don't want to waste any more time.
So how do I get to Rizika? Public transportation's not stopping there.
It will for you once I make a phone call. Head to the metro and call me when you're there. Good luck, Agent.
Reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective.
I'm doing extra communication scanning today for an operation in China. Our people there are taking down a human trafficking operation.
Not the Harvesters again.
No, that group seems to have shriveled up. This is the Red Arrow Tribe.
I'm glad he's going after them. We're a relatively young organization. Most likely eyewitnesses were smashed in the explosion.
Maybe the connection is that there is no...
So, you've decided you need some practice, huh? You know the best tip my training officer ever gave me? Reload your weapon before it's empty. Saves time. If you zoom in using iron sight, it will fire targets faster. Try it. You'll see the difference. Of course, you know a headshot is the fastest way to take down a target. But watch out for helmets. They'll slow you down. Okay, if your target is wearing armor, you'll do less damage per round. See how many rounds it takes to get through? Let's try armor piercing this time. take a look at the technical targets. These are tougher to disable using regular ammo. Shooting security devices isn't usually the best way to go. You should try to disable them. Once you've disabled a security device, your armor-piercing rounds will take it out more easily. You should always have at least one backup weapon, so you can improvise, adapt, overcome any situation. Hoorah! Seems like you're warmed up now. Let's go over some of the other aspects of your weapons. How silencers reduce sound, but the trade-off is less stopping power, less damage per hit. See how much extra ammo you need because it's a silencer? Back to normal. But if you need to be quiet, Adam, the silencer's the way to go. Just remember the decreased damage. You know, there are several other types of attachments you can use to upgrade your weapons. Keep your eyes open for them. Again, reloading your weapon before it's empty saves time. In full auto will take down targets fast, but it'll burn through your ammo. That's your refresher, but I'm sure you already knew all that stuff, Adam. Feel free to come back anytime.